Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching Channels Television. We're celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. And now to some pictures you sent into our Eyewitness portal. First is this one from National Open University area of Makurdi in Benue State, showing a vehicle in a ditch after an accident. Our Eyewitness reporter is urging drivers to take it easy on the roads. And that picture is followed by this one from Badariya Road in Kebbi State. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the government to pay attention to this bad road. And this picture was sent in from Biugombe Road in Borno State. Our Eyewitness reporter is asking the government to repair this road. And from Efurum in Delta State comes this picture. Our Eyewitness reporter is appealing to the government to find a lasting solution to the flooding problems in the area. And finally is this one from Ota area of Ogun State, showing an erosion. Our Eyewitness reporter wants the government to do something about this. We sincerely thank you for sending in those pictures, as we ask that you keep them coming. Founder and Chief Executive Officer of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, is visiting Nigeria on his first trip to sub-Saharan Africa. Earlier today, Mr. Zuckerberg visited the Yaba Technology Hub in Lagos, where he met with business developers and entrepreneurs. He also talked to some children at the summer coding camp. Zuckerberg is in Nigeria to listen, to learn, and take ideas back to California on how Facebook can improve its support for technological development across Africa. Later this week, Facebook will launch a satellite into space to enable entrepreneurs across Africa sell express Wi-Fi and allow more people have access to reliable internet services. The National Bureau of Statistics is set to release the country's all-important data about the state of economy in the second quarter of 2016. The previous quarter's inflation figure has suggested that the country is in a recession, and focus will be on the latest information, which is crucial for economic direction. Our next report takes a look at some of the country's economic indices for the current year.
Quality and the integrity of core economic statistics, or data, has improved greatly in recent years, in particular those relating to inflation, unemployment, and gross domestic product. For an economy in excess of $300 billion in gross domestic product, population estimated at over 160 million, accurate and reliable data are the key ingredients to long-term national planning, budgeting, and socio-economic development. And without credible and steady stream of government or national economic statistics, the private sector is largely in the dark. In recent times, some government institutions that have greatly enhanced data quality for economic management include the Central Bank, the Bureau of Statistics, the Debt Management Office, the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, the Ministry of Finance, and the Budget Office. On Wednesday, a new set of economic data of July inflation, second quarter GDP and unemployment would be released by the Statistics Office. These set of data would be crucial to Nigerians in understanding where the economy had been and where it's heading.
Joining me on the news at 10 to shed more light on the role of data and economic planning is Dr. Mohammed Tumala, President Association of Statisticians of Nigeria. I want to thank you so much indeed for coming on the news at 10 at this time. You just heard about the report we just aired, where you are. We're expecting to hear data, to be specific, the GDP figures for the second quarter, which is due in June, coming at this time in August. What do you make of this? Does this make sense that we are actually on the path to using data accurately to solve some of the problems we face as a country?
Well, Suleiman, thank you. GDP is being compiled from administrative records, and also data is being collected through surveys. Therefore, it takes some time to compile data, and that is why the figures are coming with some lag of time. Yes, GDP changes very slowly So we do not expect that this quarter to be released now is going to be too different from the previous quarter. The country has established since 2007 a decentralized data production and dissemination system to make data available for both the public sector and private businesses to use. Data can also be used by researchers and so on. So the country is on the right path to be able to gather data and use them for proper planning.
We also often hear from our other clients having precise data on job cuts, job creation, for instance, and other economic data. Do you think that Nigeria can achieve this level of data-guided decisions in the near future?
Yes, it can, but the country will have to invest so much in data collection. The structure of the country, where all the 3 tiers of government is involved in data collection, and also at each level the MDAs and agencies are involved in data collection. So that's the kind of structure we have. So it requires very massive investment in data collection. Yes, you could have centralized data collection, which is cheaper, but that does not build the capacity of the agencies to be able to use such data for planning. So the upside of the system we are running now is that agencies, the different levels of government are involved in the collection of data, and therefore they see the importance and they integrate the data into their decision-making processes.
Now, let me ask you about this all too important question. You just heard also on the news at 10 that the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, has indeed come into Niger State. What impact do you suppose that his visit will have on data gathering for Nigeria?
Yes, Suleiman, the use of data is now moving very fast. We're talking about big data. Big data is data that arrives per second, per fractions of second, and so on. IT is playing very important role in managing such data. So Facebook and other social media actually are the major sources of data about individuals. And also this could easily be extended to communication, transactions of financial institutions, and so on. So the visit by this entrepreneur, I think, should be able to motivate Nigerians, young Nigerians, to actually follow suit and provide a platform for the presence of big data in Nigeria to make a timely decision, both by businesses and the public sector.
I appreciate your time. Very useful indeed. But of course, this is Gimba Umar on the News at 10. Sulai is a colleague, of course, and a very close friend. Many thanks indeed. Mohammed Tumala, the President Association of Statisticians of Nigeria, for talking to us on the News at 10. The Niger State Governor, Abubakar Sani Bello, has called for urgent intervention from the federal government to address the ecological challenges facing several local council areas. The governor notes that state authorities do not have sufficient funds to solely tackle the menace. He said this while visiting some of the communities ravaged by floods in Lapai local government area.
This is the aftermath of a 6-hour rainfall in Niger State. Flood has overtaken homes, schools, farmlands and roads in Lambata Kwaran, Bashi, Muye and other communities in Lapai local government area.
Houses were demolished, crops were destroyed, farmlands wiped out. So a lot of people lost their rice plantation, they lost their maize plantation, They lost a lot of farm products. A lot of houses were leveled as a result of the flood.
This worrisome situation has attracted the attention of the state governor, who has come to see things for himself.
A lot of farmlands have gone to the flood, so there's nothing much we can do at the moment but to see how we can support the communities and to reduce their hardship, which the State Emergency Management Agency is here. And I believe hopefully by next week something will be done to reduce the hardship. I have written to Mr. President in the past, and I believe something is being done about it. But at the same time, I think we'll still go back to federal government to seek for more support.
The State Emergency Management Agency is also aware of their plight.
We are on the spot scene assessment, and we have seen everything, and we've been on it. And I can assure the victims soonest a relief package will come their way. And we are on campaigns that those at the riverine area should move. Because if it happened here where there is no river, then you wonder and imagine what happened to people that are around the riverine areas.
Every day, the prediction by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency appears to be coming to pass. This should serve as an indication that the worst may still happen if action is not urgently taken.
Still ahead on the news at 10, Central Bank of Nigeria licenses 11 more international money transfer operators in the country to boost liquidity in the foreign exchange market. That's some business news. Join us again.